So we've got a series of transformations on R2 that are going to first reflect our vector over an x-axis. Then it's going to do a horizontal expansion of the vector by 3, and then a rotation of 60 degrees in the vector. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out what each of these individual transformations do, each of their matrices. So reflection over the x-axis, the first one, that actually is going to take all your y values and flip them. So we'll get just multiplying the y values by -1 there. And the second one, horizontal expansion by 3, is going to multiply all of our x values by 3. So we'll take the sort of x coordinate of the identity matrix and multiply it by 3. And then finally that rotation by 60 degrees, or pi over 3. We just have to make sure we have our formula down right for this. So it's cos, negative sine, sine, and cos. And I'm going to plug in my angle. So cos of 60, negative sine of 60, sine of 60, and cos of 60. And so cos of 60 is 1/2, and sine of 60 is √3/2. So this one up here will be negative. And so those are my 3 matrices. And so let's figure, as far as finding the one matrix A that does all 3 of these things in order, we just want to make sure we're mindful of how these would get applied. So if I have a vector x, if I'm going to apply A1 first, it means I multiply it right beside it. And then I would take A2 and do it to that one. And then now if I wanted to apply the third one, it has to go on the outside like this. And so as we can see, the order is actually backwards as far as the numbers and the order in which they appear. So to find my actual A matrix that does all 3 things, I have to multiply them in reverse order. So we'll just get them written out. So that's my rotation. A2 is the expansion, and then A1 is the reflection. And so I'm just going to reduce the 2 on the right there first. And so I should just end up flipping that -1 down there. And then finally, when I multiply these, I don't have to do too much work for this. Just make sure I mash the right things together. So I'll get 3/2. That negative is going to flip that to positive √3/2. And then this is going to multiply this one by 3. And then multiply the 1/2 by -1. And this should be my A matrix.